Gloria Allred was a single mom, teaching in some of the toughest schools in the nation. She put herself through law school and rose to the top of the legal profession because she believes that everyone deserves the chance to be heard.
Where does the truth lie? Finding the truth helps us to find the solution. And I will tell it like it is because that's who I am.
Honest, empowering, justice.
Some of you love me, some of you don't. But I will always speak the truth as I see it.
This is We the People with Gloria Allred. Nicole Brown is suing Dale Cartwright in the amount of $2,200 after Ms. Brown claims Mr. Cartwright ruined a bachelorette party.
What happened?
I'm suing Dale for $2,200 because I hosted a bachelorette party for my best friend, and Dale comes through and out of nowhere decides to, unannounced, uninvited, come and ruin the party. He opened the door and started yelling, pushed one of our dancers we actually had, and ended up spilling all of the alcohol, cranberry juice all over the hotel room. So he came and basically just wrecked the party.
And that's why you're suing him?
And that is why I'm suing. I mean,
all right, Mr. Cartwright, what is your response to the allegations made by the plaintiff?
Your Honor, I'm not responsible for this at all. It was not my idea to have this party. It was not my idea to have the alcohol. And it was also not my idea to have the strippers.
Not your party.
Me and my wife had a pact that we were not to have any strippers at our parties before our marriage.
All right, well, let's talk about what happened on the evening in question. What kind of party were you throwing?
So I got a hotel room in a very nice hotel, and I ended up getting 3 dancers. We had a dance party. I got alcohol to make her favorite drinks. We had food. I bought all of this, and I set all the party up. There's 15 of us girls I paid for.
And what kind of dancers?
They were exotic dancers, but it's just
exotic, male or female?
Male. But every bachelorette party in America, I mean, it's her last night, she's single. All I was trying to do was throw a good party for my best friend.
At what point did the defendant, Mr. Cartwright, come into the party?
It was about 45 minutes in.
Was he invited to the party?
No.
Yes,
Were you surprised when he came to the party?
Yes.
All right, let me just ask Mr. Cartwright, why did you come to the bachelorette party? You're not a bachelorette, obviously. You're the groom or the groom-to-be.
My wife and I had a pact, like I said before, to not have any strippers or anything that would be more than moderate of a party before our marriage to honor each other. Okay, and I was at a baseball game, hanging out with my friends, just being normal, and me and my wife, we have a very good communication system. So if we don't hear from each other for a few hours, we know that there's something wrong because we are always in touch. And she told me that at this party, she would always be able to answer the phone, and she would, anytime. So I was calling her for about 3.5 hours, and after that time, there was no answer, and then the phone just went off.
All right.
So I figured there's something going on here. Obviously, Nicole's wild. She probably did something with her phone.
Well, how would you know to go to the hotel, to a particular room, to the bachelorette party?
That's funny that you ask.
Not so funny because it's very important to the case.
Of course it is. And this is why. My wife told me where it was going to be, and she said that at any time I could come if I felt that there was something unsafe going on to protect me. I'm her protector. I'm her husband.
Oh, she can't protect herself?
Of course she can.
What is she, kind of wilting violet out there?
Not at all, but our plaintiff here is not very safe. She does a lot of unsafe acts. So me knowing that my wife was with her, I knew that something bad may happen.
That is not.
So I decided to make sure.
And you were worried because you couldn't find out exactly what was going on because it was 3.5 hours, right?
Yes.
So you knew where the bachelorette party was?
Yes, I did.
So you just left that baseball game, went right on down there.
Yes, I did.
Because what'd you suspect might be going on down there?
I was suspecting that maybe my wife was unsafe, that maybe Nicole was trying to do things a little bit further and push the boundaries of our marriage and our pact.
Well, you weren't married yet, right?
No, this was just before our marriage.
You had these suspicions. You walked into the room. What did you see?
I walked into the room, and there's a naked man on top. My wife is sitting down. A naked man is up in her face.
He was not
and trying to seduce her and trying to do ornery acts with her. That was
ornery acts?
Yes.
I've heard them called a lot of things. Ornery is a new one for me.
Yes, they were very ornery acts, and he was trying to do things to my wife that a stripper should not be doing, let alone be there.
Namely?
namely being naked and putting his junk in her face. That's a little over the top for me.
Was he completely naked?
He was mostly naked. He just had like a little flap.
Listen to the question. I didn't ask, was he mostly naked? I said, was he completely naked? And is the answer yes or no?
The answer is he had a strap, and that was it. His junk was fully exposed.
So he was not completely naked, right?
But he was exposed, Your Honor.
Okay, but that's not the same as being completely naked.
You are correct.
So please don't take liberties with the English language and tell me an exaggeration, because I want to hear the facts. I don't want to hear an exaggerated facts, which is designed to help you with your side of the case. Just give me the facts.
The facts are, he was putting it into my wife's face, so of course it's going to be very alarming for me.
Alarming for you? Was it alarming for her, or did she look like she was enjoying it?
No, she looked like she was really having a bad time.
Really? How could you know that? How could you see her face if his junk was right in her face?
Coming up on We the People with Gloria Allred.
It's almost like a rage just came out of him. The strippers ended up leaving after that because they felt that they were in danger now this psycho showed up.
Your Honor.
And later.
I gave him tickets to a festival.
Dale Cartwright over what she says is a ruined bachelorette party.
Let's go back to the plaintiff. What did he do when he saw the strippers? What did he do?
Well, I heard a knock at the door. I thought it was the third stripper arriving, of course. So I opened the door, and he barges in, sees Karen. Like, it's almost like a rage just came out of him. He's yelling. So one of the strippers comes over and just trying to, like, he's doing like this. Just come, and as soon as he does that, Dale goes like that to the guy, and he fell over, and he tripped on the alcohol cart that was right behind him, and which had cranberry juice and other drinks, and they all ruined the carpet in the hotel. And
now you're billed for the damages.
I am billed for that, and also, but my party was wrecked. The strippers ended up leaving after that because they felt that they were in danger now this psycho showed up.
Your Honor, if I may
do you have evidence of what the damages are?
I do. I have receipts right here.
Would you like the court to receive and consider those?
Yes, please.
All right, I am now looking at a bill from the hotel, the Valentine Hotel, little Cupid on top of their stationery, and that is billing you for $800.
Yeah.
And also there is a receipt for liquor for the party for $300. The court will receive that into evidence. Okay, I'm ready to roll. I think that the defendant really had no reason to always be suspicious of his wife and come in and see whether there were strippers or not strippers. But having said that, he did have a legal right to enter the party and to express his opinion. Even if you would disagree, Ms. Brown, with his opinion, which obviously you do, and even if his wife would have liked to have seen the strippers, which he would deny, he had a right to come in and express his opinion. And you could have gone on with the party anyway. He is not the one, I find, who caused the damage, and I'm sorry that he came in and interrupted the party, and I don't like the idea that he appears to want to control his wife almost at every second, which is not healthy for a marriage. But having said that, I cannot find that he is the reason the damage was caused to your party. You could have gone on and had the party anyway, so judgment for defendant.
Judge Allred has ruled in favor of the defendant.
I feel like I can be friends with Nicole again in the best interest of my wife because we eventually have to see each other again anyway.
I'm definitely not going to be wanting to see him anytime soon.
And coming up.
Well, it's time for my younger brother to man up and own up to his responsibility. I gave him tickets to a festival. When he went to the festival, he got a little intoxicated, got into a fight, broke a speaker, and did not tell me anything about it.
Closed captioning provided by...
For digestive,
Let it roll, BBQ.
Sustanex gummies.